What up, folks? Welcome back to ULTRAZILLA Toys, and today I have a review of the Disney Store Toy Box, Buzz Lightyear, and Kylo Ren. Alright, and now we have the other two Toy Box figures I've picked up. And, they're calling them, sublining them, Pixar Toy Box, Star Wars Toy Box. So, but they all kind of exist in the same universe. These figures are interesting. Like the Thor and the Hulk ones are big guys, $12.95. I really dug them for that price. Paying $12.95 for these two, maybe not. Maybe $10.95, $11.95. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I just feel like the value, when a figure is bigger, the valuation should be different. I do know, Marvel Legends and stuff, it does keep the price point the same. So I guess it works, but, let's look. That's so much different. These guys are much bigger. Yeah. To do some other size comparisons. Real quick, there is a basic Ben 10 figure, and then, you can see Buzz Lightyear and this dude, Stinkfly, I think his name is, are about the same, height. But as far as plastic quality and how big it is, this is just a bigger, chunkier figure, and this is an $8.99 figure. So I definitely would say that the price should be more for Buzz there. So there is a little sound wave here. Hot Soldiers sound wave. Revoltech Venom. Hey, Revolting Venom stood up. Oh my god. You know what I want to show you guys? Brief aside. I think that would be awesome fight. So, who else we got here? Anybody? Black Series Maz Kanata. And how about Spidey? And one more. Rocket, not Groot. Alright, and that's the size comparisons. Got them out of the way right away. Let's look at Kylo Ren. I feel like I picked this guy up just to pick up one of the Star Wars figures. I really wanted Rey, and the only one they had of her head was all scratched up, so I didn't want to pick up that one. I think I will eventually get Rey, but I'm just going to say I don't love this Kylo figure that much. His upper body is cool, but his legs are not. Let's look. Molding-wise on the top, these guys all have, really long arms, short legs, for sure. That's, the style of the Disney Infinity line, which is what these toy box figures are based on. If you didn't watch my other review, that's what these are. They're, Toy Box is the section of Disney Infinity where the characters intermingle, and that's the whole point of these figures, is to intermingle with each other, to set them up together, scaled with each other. So, pretty cool. You got Marvel Toy Box, Pixar Toy Box, and Star Wars Toy Box. So, this Kylo figure, has a really nice head sculpt. I really did that. He has a floating piece for the hood here, and a floating piece for the neck part of the poncho there. I don't know if you could pull the head off to take the pieces off. It's really tight on mine, and I don't want to risk breaking it, so I won't do it. It's fine. I probably won't do that anyway. The paint on his mask looks pretty good. It's got some silver, it's got the silver bits there, and it looks fine. And it's molded pretty good. The hood and poncho piece are molded nicely, just done in black. This figure is pretty much just all done in black otherwise. So there's not really much paint to talk about there. You got, a nice belt buckle there. This is all soft plastic here. And then the bottom underskirt armor is also soft plastic. You can raise that, you can raise the back. So the boots are actually very nicely sculpted as well. So that's pretty cool. His arms are sculpted well. I like it. All these armor bits. That looks good. His hand is posed in like a force hand there. So, and it's done really nicely. I really like how that looks a lot. And then, of course, he holds his lightsaber in the other hand. This one I had no problem getting his lightsaber in. If you watch my other review, Thor and Hulk had problems getting the weapon in without heating them up. So Kylo's lightsaber looks pretty good. I really like how it's molded. It's very nicely done. The blade is what I really like. It's all like swirly plastic, and that looks really nice. So that's pretty cool. I wish these edges were a little bit longer, but it's decent enough. And then you got some silver paint on there, which is fine. A little bit of scratches here and there, but it's not so bad, you know. So let's look at the articulation here. Head is on a hinge there. And again, I can't tell if it's on a ball joint or whatnot, but it's a pretty big hinge. That's what these guys, I've seen like some pretty big hinges on them, which helps with articulation. So you can get in a bunch of, you know, he could look down, he could look up a bit. No, he could look up a lot actually. But his, you know, can look up like that. It's pretty good. Hinge swivel for the shoulders. You got a swivel at the elbow, single jointed elbow there. Hinge at the wrist and a swivel there as well. Swivel at the waist, which you can rock forward just a bit, kind of, sort of. Could do the full splits there. Full Van Damme, as some of my contemporaries like to say. Kicks about that far forward. Kicks about that far back. He's got that huge hinge where he could do that. He could become a horse. So leg has a really big hinge that could go back and forth. No rocker at his ankle. Hulk is so far the only one that I've seen that with. We'll check out Buzz further in a minute. And hinge there at the foot. So pretty cool. It's not terrible, but I feel like if this guy really could have used a ankle tilt there for better posing. He does come across a little awkward. So in legs, and this is the problem I felt I saw in store with some of the other figures, like the First Order Stormtrooper and Jesse. And then on the second day, I picked some of these guys up. Well, I picked up the Hulk. I finally saw Iron Man, and I felt the same way about him. And I didn't want to pick up any of those folks because of that. Unfortunately, it was hard for me to see Kylo's legs with all the skirts and stuff. So, you know, that would have played into my purchasing decision, I think. But he looks fine enough, I guess. I do want to get Rey eventually, so it'll be a nice little display. Buzz Lightyear, on the other hand, I love Buzz Lightyear. He looks awesome, guys. He looks really cool. I really dig this head sculpt. Looks awesome. It's just molded really nicely. And then a little bit of paint that's on there. The chin is done really well. The eyebrows are done well. The eyes look good. The mouth is painted nicely, so very nice head sculpt. Looks good, properly Buzz. His headpiece is fine. Looks good. And then we go down to the chest. That looks good. Molded nicely. The colors look good. Blue, green, red. Red there. Blue and white there. Painted well. So the green, the purple there looks good on what would be like his, you know, the hood. The bubble visor there, that would have been cool to have, but it doesn't come with that. Then we get down to his arms, sculpted well. The paint is a little choppy there, but it's fine enough. You got red, some orange. Red there looks good on his gloves, which turn out really good. Some green there looks fine. A little fuzzy at the edges, but that's okay. This can be painted a little bit better, but it's not so bad. Same thing on the other side. Oh, you got blue there, which is painted fine. On the inside of his hand, you got the purple, which is good. He does have an open hand here. The thing, and I didn't mention this in the other review, I don't believe. One of the things with these figures is they can all hold each other's weapons. But at least that's in theory. But this guy, his hand needs to be heated up. He won't be able to hold this right now. Which is the problem I had with Hulk and Thor. So this part looks good. His belt looks good in green. And then, again, if any figure shows you how top-heavy these guys are, it's Buzz Lightyear. His legs are tiny, but they do look good. I did have, like, some kind of, like, dirty scuffing there. You see, I got some of it off right before this, but I still see some of it. And the first Order Stormtroopers that I saw all had that all over the place. So it wasn't, that's one of the reasons why I didn't really want to pick up that figure. His legs look good though. The armor bits look fine. The green looks okay. You know, it's not like perfect, but it's not terrible either. Boots look good. Purple on the bottom looks good, so not bad. This is, you know, all in all, I think it's a pretty fun looking Buzz ready to fight. I really like him. As far as articulation, head is on that hinge. Again, so he can look up pretty good. Can't look down at all, but he turns around fine. Hinge and swivel at the shoulders, which are pretty tight on this guy, but not bad. You got swivel at the elbow again. Hinged elbow gives you pretty good motion there. And then swivel and hinge at the wrists. So swivel here at the waist. Legs can kick out that far. You know, to the sides, to the front, a little bit to the back because I'm on ball joints. Single jointed knee. Oh, I didn't notice that before, but there's like some green paint there. See the other side, nothing there. There is a swivel in his knee. Hinge at the foot. Does this one have a little bit of rocker? No, just a hinge, and it's very tight and doesn't give you that much motion. About a click each way. But you know, that said, he's still pretty awesome. I really dig this Buzz, and I can't wait to get Woody to go along with him. So they did not have Woody as of yet. I am skipping out on Jesse, as I've said, but we'll see who else they come out with. Right now, I kind of just want Woody and Buzz, I think, for the classic. And as far as these guys, the Star Wars ones, right now, Rey, and then we'll see what else they come out with. You know, I'd like to see some of the classic characters. That would be kind of cool. All right, guys, that's all I have for this review. I hope you've dug these last two reviews. If I didn't mention it yet, these guys are $12.95 each. Yes, I did. At the very beginning, I did mention it. And you know what? They're great for your kids. And, you know, if you like this aesthetic of the Disney Infinity, they might be really cool for you too. So definitely give them a check. All right, guys? But I would suggest getting them in store if you can, because I did find a lot with, like, you know, paint defects. They're not, like, perfect. So definitely sift through and get the best one for yourself. All right, guys, that's all I got. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time, peace out, peeps. Quick addendum, folks. I totally forgot to look at his backpack, which is awesome. It looks good. Green, purple, very nice little propeller thing, you know, fan thing in the middle, whatever that is. And the best part about it is his wings come out. I don't know how I forgot that, but there you go. They look good. Purple, red, white, green. Purple is a little messed up on the sides there. And it does get a little scuffed going in and out, but it does come out. So pretty cool. Apologies that I missed that. Apologies if you've seen this video already. I had to re-upload it because of it. Is what it is. I wanted to get this in there, so there you go. So that's all I got. To infinity and beyond!